Hi, I'm Tim Sciascia from Cellarmaker Brewing Company in San Francisco, California, and this is your craft beer and brewing tip of the week. When it comes to malts in making a modern pale ale, like our tiny dankster here, we keep it very simple. It's just 2-row, a little bit of oats, and then I also use a little bit of caramel. Here's the caramel right here. It's about a C15. And now I know crystal malt in general is kind of like a faux pas these days, but I actually think caramel malts work really well in hazy beers. They allow the color to be a little bit more pronounced yellow or orange. Crystal malts oxidize differently in a hazy beer than they would in a clear, like West Coast Pale Ale or West Coast IPA. Add a little bit of malt flavor and give the beer some complexity. With a West Coast beer, the lack of the haze, whatever the interaction is there, you start to get more of those staling cardboard flavors from the crystal malts. But the hazy pale ale, that doesn't happen. It doesn't come off like that to me. I find that the fruit character is enhanced more. We also like to use a lot of naked malted oats, which we have right here. I think these are a little bit better at producing haze. They're easier to work with, the extract's better. We used flaked oats for a long time, and that would stick the mash. Extract on those were just so bad that I just didn't think it was worth the time for the poundage. These are great for a little bit of mouthfeel, a little bit of haze. This is crisp, and they have a little bit of flavor too, but they're not the golden naked oats. The golden naked oats will bring you more of those pronounced toasty flavors. These are pretty neutral and allow the beer just to get a little bit more of the very soft mouthfeel without all of the flavor. Our house malt is raw 2-row. It's a very straightforward malt, Canadian grown 2-row barley. It really allows us to get good extract, easy lautering. The protein content isn't too high, but it's not so low that I do think where it is at does produce some haze in the beer. It's consistent, and I think that if you wanted to go a little more depth of malt flavor, you could go with maybe an English variety like a Maris Otter or something like that. But for us, I don't want the malt to be the focus. I want it to be present, but I want it to stay out of the way of the hops. And that's why I think the 2-row, the naked oats, and then just a little bit of caramel can give us what we're looking for on the malt side. We don't deviate much from the simple malt bill that I just explained. 2-row, maybe oats. We use a little wheat here and there, but honestly, a lot of the focus is on the hops. So I don't go out of my way to be using different malts all the time. I think we've stumbled upon a tried and true recipe here where we can get the body we're looking for from our grain, and we're getting the flavor and the support that we're looking for, but it isn't obtrusive and allows the hops to really be the star of the show. With the naked oats, I like to have those at a reasonable amount, maybe 10, 15%. Pale ale, I don't think you have to push like you would maybe what you're going for with like a juicy big IPA where you might hit 20, 25, 30%. I think a little bit goes a long way into giving you that smooth mouthfeel. To learn more about brewing modern pale ale, click the link below.